Mommy,
Eh?
come.
I'm very, very glad to leave this place.
Mommy, come.
I'm very glad to.
No slippers.
Now, hate me, carry, they naked me, say, I just a weird clothes, they naked me, carry me, come out. They naked me, oh. The headmen, they did there.
Mopo men.
Not be mopo, now, this one, they are very big.
Like bouncy, all those bouncers.
My door is open, everything is here.
Don't worry.
Jesus. I'm very glad though.
Where is slipper? Where this one? The one where I put them up for leg just now.
I'm very glad to live here. I'm very happy. But yeah, I won't say with the jazz man for. Oh.
So what happened? You just enter your room and put it out.
You know, say the door already break. So the girl, I use the chair blocker. The girl push the door.
Hectic men.
Hectic men.
How many of them?
There is 6. So one woman joined there too. They push me, carry me, open the door. They put me down here. My underwear, my pants, everything in my room. And they glad that they happy. I come up from Lemon House. I happy.
Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bridget. How you guys doing? I hope you're doing well today. So that woman that you've just seen talking, her name is Mrs. Agnes Ikpe. She's 64 years old. And she was married to this man called Chief Osagali Lemon Ikpe. And they lived in Banana Island. Now, this couple were married for 39 years. And in that video, you saw her explaining what happened to her. That she was thrown out, all her things, that they naked her. They didn't even allow her to, all her underwear, everything was scattered. She was recorded there by her daughter. Now, this couple, they have 6 children together. And according to some online posts, this man is a billionaire, and he married Agnes under native law and custom. And some people said that they later got married in the Catholic Church because he's a Catholic. They later got married in the Catholic Church, so he's a Catholic. Now, this is what happened. This man, Mr. or Chief Lemon, apparently has lived with his wife for 39 years. But he went to Benin to go and file. He went to file a petition seeking a high court in Benin to dissolve the marriage. And this is what you find that is happening frequently in Nigeria. The video I did yesterday, and I was talking about the Freezes case. That happened in Port Harcourt. The court where the so-called petition was filed was in Port Harcourt. Meanwhile, the person is in Lagos, so they can just do mago behind you. Anyway, so the man left Lagos with all the high courts in Lagos and went to Benin to file a petition to dissolve the marriage after 39 years. And on the 17th of February 2021, just a few weeks ago, the application was granted, but on the grounds that he was directed to provide suitable accommodation for Agnes around Victoria Island, Lagos. So this is what the court said, that they're going to grant the petition to dissolve the marriage, but he must provide accommodation for her because she's a housewife, apparently. Mother of 6 and full-time housewife, never worked, never did business, did nothing but, being housewife, looking after the children, looking after the home and the husband. I will talk more about that in a minute. Now, what happened was that instead of the man to do as the court has directed, he didn't do it. Instead, he went against the court's direction, and you can see her luggage outside, her bags, everything. He went and threw her out. He did not provide any accommodation for her. So she has filed an appeal to say that he did not follow the court's orders. And this video and the pictures were floating on social media, and a lot of people were saying after 39 years, after 39 years. I mean, the woman said that he brought thugs, he brought like Mupo people that like were thugs to go and throw him out. For me, it's the humiliation that really touched me, that no matter what the circumstances is, no matter what the issues are, this is a woman that you've lived with for 39 years, the mother of your 6 children, adult children. You didn't even think about, my children, how would they feel? At least provide her accommodation. You try to humiliate her like this and put her outside. Now, another angle to this story is the fact that this man actually married another wife. So this other woman that you're seeing him holding here was apparently his side chick. Men now, once they don't arrive, they have to upgrade. They upgrade the wife, because the wife now that he married when he was very poor, because they say he's from a very wretched family, very poor. When he married Agnes 39 years ago, they had nothing. So it was a marriage of love. Suffer. It's a marriage of suffer. You suffer with a man with the hope that when things, change and he makes it, and, life will be good. So you endure. This is the way they tell women in Africa to suffer. But when you suffer, when the man makes it, he will upgrade to a new wife and relegate you to the background. And he married the other woman called Tina 20 years ago. So it's not like he just took another wife. And that's why I'm a bit hesitant to say that he threw her out because of the side chick. Apparently, he was dating her, the Tina, then he upgraded her to wife. You can see them there. He married her, under the customary, what they call it, native law and custom as well. Yeah, and she also has, I don't know how many children, maybe 2 children for him. That's the Tina there and the man. So, what happened? Why did this man all of a sudden, after 39 years, decide to throw the mother of his 6 children out? Well, your guess is as good as mine. But the reason why this is become a subject for discussion on various social media platforms is the fact that a billionaire who has dined with presidents, is well known in Nigerian private sector. Look at him there with Buhari. An Edo chief, well respected, cannot afford to rent or buy a house for the wife when, if you decide you don't want this woman again. But the woman, the person that suffered with you when you had nothing, that was there for you, she didn't mind the fact that you are poor. She stayed with you. Now you are a billionaire. She's not good enough again. You've upgraded to a brand new one. They always upgrade to light-skinned ones. So, the point about this whole thing is that women, a lot of women those days will marry and they are just okay being housewives, looking after the children and not working or doing business or anything. Even now, some women still do that, but it's not so common anymore now. But you will be shocked that there are still some women who are just okay being wives and mothers. That's okay for them. But what can we learn from this whole scenario? If a man can put a wife that he's married for 39 years, he even brought another woman home and married another woman, still she stayed. If it was some other women, the minute you bring another one home, they will leave. But apparently they have a mansion in Banana Island. And she stayed. She didn't leave because he married another wife. She still stayed because I assumed that in a mansion as big as all those massive houses in Banana Island, that's the second wife there, Tina. Justina, that's her name. You see? Chief Mrs. Justina Ikpe. So I assume that a house like that will have different, will have different sections. So she will be on her own. Maybe she's feeling at this age, where am I going to? So let him bring another wife if he likes. I will stay and just mind my business. But still, this woman was pushed out. I mean, it's a humiliation for me. That's what really made me sad about this whole thing. Humiliation the way he humiliated this woman is absolutely unnecessary. Throwing her things out like this, like, you know, like she said, nobody, this is a woman that has contributed to your life. Whatever you think you are today as a man, you being a billionaire or whatever you think you are, it is this woman that was there. She was the architect of the cook soup before, you know, everything comes soft now. And for you out there, guys, that you're saying that women are always looking for ready-made now, they are looking for guys with money. They're looking for guys with money. This is, if you're looking for a reason why, this is it. This is why women don't want to suffer anymore, because suffering, they know they give person medal for suffer. That you, oh, now you suffer past, take this medal. Rather, for some men, and a lot of them do this in Africa, in Nigeria, when the money arrives and the billions arrive, that time you do not fit their status anymore. So they want a younger one, more prettier one, more educated one, more light-skinned one in most cases, that they can, you know, that will be their wife, that they can use to boost their ego as a man and will make them feel young. Right? So for you ladies out there, young women that are not married, listening to me, what can you learn from this? This Agnes is Mrs. Agnes Ikpe's case. The lesson for us are a few, and I'll just run through them quickly. You never ever want to be dependent on anybody financially. That feeling of, oh, depending on somebody, that, oh, because what I have said repeatedly, and which a lot of women already know in 2021, is that the more financially buoyant you are, the more power. Money gives you power. It gives you economic power. So it gives you respect. It gives you a voice. You matter. You can say, oh, no, this thing we want to do, I prefer we do it this way. If you don't want to find your luggage out in another 20 years, the love is catching you now. Love is, all these men, when they are broke, they know how to do love. Hey. Now that time the love go, is sweet. But when money comes, that's when you know the true color of a man. So don't be dependent on anyone. Even if the man says don't work. Because some men, when they are rich, they will say, oh, don't work. Shebi, I'm working, I'm making enough. Just stay and take care of the children. No agree. Say no. Even if it's business, open a shop, open a supermarket, open a boutique, build a hotel, whatever. Anything that you know that will earn you an income, you must. Not sit down, they do big man wife, because you see now, see this is Mrs. Agnes, 9 days I saw. Even sleep herself, she not wear. They don't even let her carry shoe. And the picture is all over the place now. When they got married 39 years ago, I'm sure the man was doing lovey-dovey. They go disgrace you. Women, learn. The next one is, you need to be a role model for your children and for other young women that look up to you. And for you to be a role model, you cannot just be housewife. Anybody can be a mother. Anybody can be a wife. You don't need special qualification to be a mother, to be a wife. As long as you are a woman, you can do those roles. It's given to you biologically. You are born a woman, you are born, and any woman can be married, and any woman can have children. But it takes a lot of courage and determination for you to achieve something. So, being a role model is very, very important too. If you want to be a role model, you need to be independent. Don't depend on any man, because I'm just thinking, how come this woman could not rent a place for herself? No wonder she stayed when the man brought another wife home. If we were some other women, as rich as this man is, this woman should have an estate of her own. Even if she's not living there, she should have houses all over the place that she too is renting out. So if Yawa gas small, she go say, my children, oh yeah, come. I cannot fight. I can't do fight of polygamy. Let me go and stay in my house. I'm not saying we are not marrying again, no, but I cannot live with another woman under the same house. He brought another woman and married her and brought her to the house he was sharing with you. She still stayed. That tells me that she was not financially buoyant. She was depending on the man. And emergency, when emergency come, hey, you need it too. is your security, your safety net for emergencies like this. Because the court said the man should, you know, get you a house. He didn't. He decided to go and, you know, throw you out. Emergencies like this, what do? I heard in some of the other platforms that I read this story that the man said she should go to Benin. Did they say he should give her a house in Benin? They live in Lagos. From Banana Island in Lagos, now you are telling her to go to Benin. What if she doesn't want to live in those states? So people can just disregard the law or order of courts and do whatever they want because they are rich. They've got the money. So women, protect yourself. Having that financial power will it will boost your morale. It gives you self-worth. You feel important. You too, you can do things for people. You are not a burden. You are not a responsibility. You are you're a problem solver. So I don't know how this woman chose to, you know, just stay like that all these years without securing herself financially. I really don't know. But women today, 2021, we cannot afford to take that risk. Like Ojo. My sisters, women out there listening to this, watching this, you see, that's Agnes. That's the new wife on the right there. If you don't want to be in this position, then you better secure yourself, secure your future. Yeah, because when you have your own money, it gives you the right not to tolerate nonsense. You saw that story I did. I keep making reference to it because that's one woman that I really admire, Mrs. Daramola, Catherine Daramola. She didn't take nonsense when the man was going to be trying nonsense with her a side chick bringing. She said, no way. If she was depending on the man, would she be able to do that? So it gives you the power to choose not to tolerate any freaking nonsense, all in the name of husband, provider. So being a wife is good. Being a mother is very good. Being a wife is very, very sweet. But nothing beats a woman, and I mean nothing, absolutely nothing beats a woman who has her own money, who has her own financial freedom, financial independence. So that is the cocoa of the matter, all my people. They throw away her load for outside though. 39 years. They don't even they look the age, say, this woman don't date there for me. Bring another wife. She still did there. Still, it wasn't good enough. You still carrying load throw away for outside. No matter what she did. 6 children for you. All grown. It's not enough. These men are not loyal. So, my people, I'll leave it here with you today. Leave me your comments and your thoughts in the comment section, and I shall speak to you in my next one. I hope we all learn from this because I wouldn't want to be her. I wouldn't want to be in her shoes. It is well. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching. Speak to you in my next video. I love you. Bye-bye.